Howdy. So, yeah, I just thought I'd talk about these, just do a ponder on these, weird commercials that are now appearing. Like, these commercials, I don't know what's going on with them. It seems a little bizarre. Like, if you've noticed now, it's like all rehashed commercials. Like, they haven't been able to shoot anymore. I mean, I don't know about you. Most people don't have cable anymore. I still have cable because, I mean, it's fucking free. I don't have to pay for it, so fuck it, whatever. But, either way, it's like, yeah, it's rude upstairs, downstairs, fucking, like, um, it's weird. I see the same advertisements I see on cable that I see on YouTube, and I see on a lot of the other ones. So, it's not too much of a difference. And particularly what I've noticed is like not only the ads that were like bombarding the easy fucking flash animation ads that were talking about COVID and doing the hashtag alone together, which was really creepy. I'm like, all right, that's like, I think we've all understood now that the social distancing to that point is very relatable to someone in prison. Yeah, so, or you haven't done anything wrong as a person, and it's kind of like, if you really think about that whole lockdown thing, like, yeah, people do lockdown every now and then, they do lockdown, but not to that extent, like, for that prolonged period of a time. It's because our society has mechanisms that, can allow us to be able to do that now. So, I'd say maybe look at that end of it rather than, but I feel like people are, at least where I am, like, at the end of the day, everyone loves the diss masks, but I also feel too, I told this to some guy that I was talking to, a vet recently, and I'm like, well, I'm not kidding, and he didn't fucking punch me in the face when I said this, but I'm like, you know what, well, I do believe that there's a possibility this virus could be real, because shit, Gulf of Tonkin was real, right? And he was like, he kind of just like, yeah, right. I'm like, fuck, like, it's not like people, not like citizens fucking died. Not like there's, any benevolence here. I mean, come on. Like, if you're saying that's that shitty and it's a mind game, then, couldn't it be real too? Like, it's like, anyways. I was talking about commercials. The whole point about this was I was going to say that I'm sick of these fucking commercials now. That remember when like the pharmaceutical commercials were like about antidepressants? Remember it was like all like antidepressant commercials. You know what is all now? It's all like weird, gross like sex fucking commercials. It's all related to like STDs and shit now. And I know why. It's because the thing is that you might actually remember that like medicine name if you need that, and then go in and ask your doctor so they know actually that like, oh hey, like we should be advertising, but it's still fucking just gross. I see this herpes fucking commercial every time a commercial segment goes through. It's like herpes. Here's this guy and this girl with herpes, and he's like, "You got herpes," and they're like, "I got herpes," and they're like, "Here, take this herpes thing." They're like, herpes, and like fucking like, and then there's the other one where it's like, oh my god, this one's so ridiculous. It's like fucking this AIDS. It's an HIV preventative commercial, and it's like it's like racist. It's so like just focused on demographics, and they have an example of each one in the commercial, and there's I don't want to sound bigoted when I say this, but this is exactly how the commercial portrays it. It's like all these different people like doing fun shit, but it's this one guy where like the first guy that starts it off assumably may have been like a heroin addict at one point. Like, I don't know, like, and then from then on in it goes like it's just kind of a lot of gay references and like black community things, and then they go full on, and then they have to have at least two trans examples from two different races, a white and a black trans example in the commercial, and in a professional setting, and then the white one being in a drag setting, and it's like, and then and then the band, it's like the black guy, with the other black guy, he's like, oh, we're in a band, but I gotta be worried about AIDS, and it's like, fucking, like, come on, I see this shit, like, all the fucking time on TV. I don't fucking know the fucking drug, but it's gross, and then what they say is it can cure COVID, I guess. Oh! That's what they said at one point. That's fucking gross, dude. I don't know. I'm sick of these fucking ads. And then the last one's just like weird birth control ad I keep fucking seeing, where it's like some girls being like, I'm sticking this ring in my vagina. It's like, I don't know. I guess not against it, but it's pretty like overt. Like, so all three of these very overt like sexual commercials just keep playing like on any channel that isn't children's programming, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, or like elderly programming, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you see it on freaking, like, I'm not gonna name channels, but you know, like any of the freaking syndicated channels or YouTube's. It's just like weird. I don't know. So it's like basically the bottom line of what I'm getting the gist of is that, at least with that rant, is that like the pharmaceutical commercials are just getting generally grosser, and I'm just like, and they're already bad to begin with, like horrible to begin with, because I mean, like, but at least I guess I don't have to hear about all the horrifying side effects. I do hear that every now and then. There is one that passes by like that. Actually, yeah, no, the HIV one has bad side effects, but yeah, but no, still, fuck those pharmaceutical commercials to begin with. They're horrible. And it's just getting even worse and even more like just psyop-y. Yeah, I think that's the whole point of him to begin with. Yeah, definitely in bed with the CIA. I mean, where the fuck do you think they get the precursor chemicals for that type of shit? Oh, they get them from freaking weird plants growing in Asia. Oh, wonder why we're in Afghanistan. On that note, bye-bye.